What's up, everybody? Welcome to Mystics MMOs. I'm your host, Mystic Raven. How are you guys doing today, man? Boy, do I have some stories to tell you guys. So, we're just gonna mess around because honestly, I find it actually hilarious. I'm actually gonna get on my druid and farm some gold. Um, I find it hilarious. So I posted two builds, and man, so I uploaded my new build today, Tundra, for Crowfall. It's a support build, so its functionality is be able to be kind of mid, like right behind the front lines, offer healing. I don't have to be on the back lines, but a little DPS and support, healing and buffs and then debuffs. I can also do debuff with frost. But the funny thing about it was these guys are just as bad as trolls as literally the forums. Go to Frostweaver, not Frostweaver, and go look. Go look. I don't back down. I don't take bullying whatsoever. So yeah, man, it's pretty freaking hilarious, man. To be honest with you, and I keep thinking to myself, oh, I need to make some band-aids. That's fine. And I keep thinking to myself, man, Mystic, why do you get yourself into this? Because I'm a glutton for punishment. Because I don't care. What's the saying? What's our saying here at Mystics MMOs? Death to the meta. We don't stop. We have it. And have I proven myself time and time again? Yes. Oh yes, I have. I have. And I think this is hilarious. This is just, yeah, I can't get away from it. Dude, you are. Yes. Yeah. I am. I am. I get trolled, but I don't stop. I don't. I do not. And one dude's trying to talk to me about math. I'm like, that's interesting. You want to talk math? Really? That's an interesting topic. Yeah, seriously. I was dying. I know. I'm an asshole. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. It's terrible. It is so awful. Actually, I get a hoot out of it. So I got all these dislikes from these trolls. I was like, yes, feed it. Because I'm getting paid. I still get paid for every view. Pay me and hate me. Hate me and pay me. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. I swear to God. And you know what? Is it going to stop me, guys? Remember it was the Hobgoblin build. I actually posted them that video too. And, when I was taking 40 motherfuckers in front of a keep. And I was like, oh man, this is too good. This is just too good. Because these guys don't know me, man. They really don't. Y'all do. Everybody actually does. But one of the things I think that, I liked it when people actually used my builds and they wouldn't say it. They're like, I was like, it's so good. We'll never admit it. It's all good. It's all good. And that's the thing. I try to provide a, something for everybody. Got any race ideas? From the Ranger, I'll definitely have to take a look. I felt like I don't like the idea behind. I'll have to take a look. Let me check here. Let me go to the website really quick. I want to say, Let's see. You know what? Half elf would be really good for the 4 miners. I think it's half elf. I think they get the extra miner. Because, well, I'm on a half elf right now. Yeah. Half elf ranger would be really good, in my opinion. Because you can put an extra passive. So that's, you know, if you want the base stats, that's one thing. But to pick up the miner, I think is a lot more beneficial. It gives you more towards your arsenal. And because you don't have a lack of skill with the ranger. The biggest thing about it is you know, like one of the things about ranger is just, you know, trying to get, you know, a little bit more into that, you know, into your facts, you know. So, and then what main you're going to go, I have a ranger, but it's a different play style for sure. Alrighty, yeah. I mean, you could go wood elf. Wood elf's traditional. We know a lot of people, but I think half alpha would be really beneficial for the extra miner, in my opinion. That's my opinion. I mean, every race has its strengths and weaknesses, so. But yeah, nah. It's been pretty. They're like, this is. I'm like, listen, man. This game, besides the skill points being kind of, you know, linear or vertical or whatever, it's the same. It's the same, man. Wrong one. Oh, I was wondering. Alright, let's flip this bitch. Let's flip it. I'm not going to be on long, but, you know, no, I thought it was hilarious. I'm like, man, why is, I draw attention, you know, and I'm just like, you know, just doing my normal thing and like, yeah, I came out with this build. I like it. I think it's really cool for people who want to play like a support, you know. It deals damage, but not a significant amount. It heals, but not as good as a healer. So it's kind of a mid-range. And they're like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, wow, man, you guys. So then I had to like show off and put my Hobgoblin Templar tank when I'm in front of a keep and I got like 40 people in siege firing on me. And I'm not flinching. I'm like, yeah. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Don't worry. Like this. They're like, I'm like, oh man. Like in this build video for this one, I said I wouldn't PvP necessarily with this build unless I had a group and I had healers, because then by reducing the damage output, like you could wreck some shit if you had the right team. But by solo, no. I mean, even with an uncoordinated group, you definitely want to take something like this. But for farming, it's great. It's great for farming, and it's got high-end survivability. So I like it, you know? And that's the funny thing. Everybody gets so toxic, right? They get so toxic. And it's like, what? You're going to turn players away with that mentality, right? That's not good. That is not a good thing. You know? You don't want to turn players away. That's the last thing you want to do. You actually want to go ahead and try to promote players to buy the game and get involved. The more players you have, the more successful the company is. The more successful the company is, the longer the game stays out. But yet you have trolls and these fake elite. They're so fake. They're like, we've been here. We know this, we know that. It's like, yeah, but why didn't you guys take into consideration dynamics of groups change? If this is group PvP, why do you think the devs put it together like this? Why? And that was the funny thing. They just put that on MMORPG.com, new update. Go check it out. To diversify the builds and give players more selections towards their play style. That's the same thing ESO did. And yet, here we are again with toxic BS. Toxic crap. Players who can't count. They're like, we can count. No, you can't. I've been there. I've had this argument. You're aware of diminishing returns? You know? Huh? Yeah, no, you never heard of that, have you? I don't think I can cap it. Well, I'll still kill the stuff. Oh, that's so crap. Whatever. I'm so bummed. That's depressing. I don't think I... See, there's a chest here, but I don't think I can neutralize it. We'll try. If I can, I'll get this chest. I think this one has a... Well, I think it's ticking. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I can't tell. I'm looking at it. I hate opening map in PvP zones. I always feel kind of weird about that. Yeah, no, should be able to. But, oh, maybe I need to go on top. Let me try that. Well, if I can... Let's try this. Oh, I think we got it. Bingo, baby. We're getting that chest. See, Mystic learns something every day. Something new. I'm not a know-it-all. Unreal, dude! How's the character balance in this game? ESO set balance terrible right now. Dude, this, I haven't got to play everything with the balance, but dude, this is up your alley, dude. Unreal. Please get a hold of A-Bomb. Even bring Shady. Dude, get them over here. Let's show these people what's up, please. Come over. This is up your alley, Unreal. This is you all day long. You know this. It's like ESO. It's in a lot of ways. Except the bar has a global cooldown. So you would adapt excellent in this game. You need to come. Come, Unreal. Dude, you guys, dude, with you, Bomb, and all those guys, if we could get Purple in on this too, seriously, dude, we will wreck these guys. We will wreck these dudes. And I know how you build, dude. They see, that's the thing, Unreal. They kept saying, go look at the forums, Unreal, at Frost. You know, now, I've always been bad at, managing my resources. You've always called me out on that bullshit. You always have. But you know that I've always stayed competitive. Now, I know how you build. You build, for the draw fight, and then you slowly kill their butts. Dude, they're not ready for people like you guys. They're not ready. They are not ready, Unreal. So you need to come over, bring the crew, and let's wreck some heads. Let's get it going. I want ESO players over here. I want I want the you guys aren't really toxic, but you've seen the toxic builds. You know, you guys like more skill based, but take the skill, but take the knowledge from ESO and bring it here. Take it and bring it. I want Despotic over here. I want them all. You know, I want Mars here. I want as many like of the, you know, the tops as we can get. You know, like I always told people, I was never the best at ESO. I ranked. I got my ranks. I got my number ones. You know, I did that stuff on stream. You know, I've had my 19-0, but A-bomb's killer at, like, you know, KDR. I never really cared. I just wanted my number one ranking more than anything. You know, if I got number 2 or number 3, I was like, whatever. And then, you know, but, you know, I rank, I get my stuff. And then next thing you know, I was like, man, I want the people I've had to fight with and against in here. And like I said, if Fing Rush comes over, I will follow that man. He'll be my general. Like, they questioned me on this build, Unreal. Like, I took out, like, you know, I'm an infected. They're like, try to do that campaign. I'm like, give me the gear. I got trash gear. I'm rolling trash. And I'm soloing the bosses in infected. You don't think if I had the gear, I'm gonna be able to, I'm not gonna be able to do it there? You're crazy. No, this game's up your alley, dude, for sure. And you can't get away from PvP. You can't. It is all PvP, dude. Like right now, I'm farming in PvP zone. I have a PC. Where do I get the game? Okay, dude. You want to go to Crowfall store. So Google Crowfall store. Crowfall store. Then you just purchase the game, and you'll get a beta key. It'll automatically give you the closed beta. Now they're gonna wipe the servers in a few days, so just play around. You know, it's gonna be hard to say what you're gonna roll with. I know you're always gonna roll with something with, you know, a high survivability. I know how you roll. And then you're gonna do something, dude. If you can build a dot build with something like that, I think that's gonna be you. You've always done that. Like, the thing that killed me about Unreal was dot damage. He'd build these tanky little bastards that would just, like, siphon the hell out of you. Oh, there's the boss. But yeah, dude, it's already funny, man. And then when you have it, you can post on the forums, dude. I told them they're not ready. I said, you guys aren't ready for us. You guys think you're ready for ESO players. You're not. You're not even close. They're like, this is an ESO. Yeah, but you guys aren't ESO players. ESO players are a little bit more meticulous about, like, what bugs come out, all that other stuff. ESO players, I'll tell you what, if there's a mechanic to be exploited, I hate to say it, we all have done it. All of us. I've done it. Another boss? Back-to-back bosses? What? 19. This one's easy, though. It's the captain. I'm going to throw my shield. Just farming up some gold. I'm messing around. Almost got a full bag already, but whatever. No, we've all done it. We all have. In this game, you know, the networking needs, the net code needs work. You know how it is in ESO, how we've had to deal with, like, lag spikes during large siege battles and, you know, Zerg trains. The same thing happens here. But other than that, no, it's solid, dude. It's solid. You know. There are certain classes, like Knight is a good tank, but DPS, it has a lot of control effects, but the DPS is a little whatever. Crusaders is a big thing right now. Kind of, I guess you can kind of compare it to the, like to the Templars in ESO. We have Templars, but Cleric Crusaders are a little crazy right now, for sure. I have a Crusader, you know, I like him. I told him, I said, look, I'm bringing people. We bringing people. Believe it. You know what? I'm just getting tired. I don't like to. No, see, that's the thing Knights have. They have chains. You try to run, they pull your ass. I did try a Knight. I did like it, but. And they have combos, so the combo system's a little weird here. It's something you'll have to get used to. I'm already full on bags, so I'll have to go back and trade. But yeah, dude, get a hold of me, man. We'll get you in. Bear, we hope you guys stay. Bring lots of pop game. Been dead as fuck. Got you. Thanks, Bear. Supposedly ESO is getting new servers. You should come back and try it out. You know, I saw the new champion points. And my biggest thing, you know how it is, Unreal. You know, if they would stop putting the PvE crap in front of the PvP gear, I would have never left ESO. But we know what's gone on in the last couple years, besides the performance. We got werewolves running in packs that is just like dealing damage on one bar that typically takes 2-bar rotation. Right? We got bleed stacks that are just going nuts, and then proc sets that are procking off of the most ridiculous dots. It is so god ridiculous. And dude, this is a guy who came up with that Oblivion damage build, remember? And people were like trolling me for it. Like, oh, you're running that like Oblivion crap. And then they nerfed it. They nerfed that build of mine. They keep nerfing the crap out of my shit too, because like, oh, well, Mystic came out with this disgusting build. Hey, it's not my fault. You know, if they're going to do it, I'm just going to beat it. I'm just going to beat people to the punch. Don't blame, you know, don't hate the player, hate the game. It's not my fault. It was never my fault. They nerfed it. They got rid of it. But then they come out with stuff it's polluting the entire game. Like ESO should have never went with that extra stat crap. That ticks me off to this day. It's the only reason I left. I didn't care. I didn't care if they want to push new content for the PvEers. I didn't care. Don't infect Cyrodiil or Battlegrounds with it. But they did. They did so bad. And we just got, man. I think, honestly, Unreal, I think when you come here and when they get this updated, you bring Bomb. Try to get Shady. Dude, seriously. I like Shady smack talk. I've been on the receiving end of that. Bring Shady. I'm hoping we can, if we can sway Fang to come over, dude, that's it's like game over. El Lobo gave me a thumbs up, so El Lobo's gonna, like, I think he's eyeing this as well. I'm hoping Despotic takes consideration. It's not hard to level in this game, and it's definitely not as time consuming. Like, technically, Unreal, if you wanted to juggle ESO in this, that's doable. It's doable. It is completely doable. But dude, you gotta bring the dudes, man. And dude, you know, if you guys come over, I'd rather be on your team than stream stock this time. You guys, like, you know, like, I loved you guys, but I've had enough teabags for my life, man. I still remember when I got Shady on that arrow, and he was like, "Oh, you need." I was like, "Dude, it's on the stream." Blah blah blah. Dude, him and and I talked to Dove. Dove said he would get into it, but they've got him working crazy, like, so. And I would have loved to get Dove in on this too. You know. But this community is I hate to say it, they're gonna push players away. They need a smacking. They need their butts. They need a butt kicking in PvP. They need to get their little troll guild together, because you know they're all in the same goddamn guild, and they need an even number of players who know how to build, who really know how to exploit some blue crap, because that's what we do. I talked to Shady about CF before. Crowfall, you've talked to Shady? I want to get Shady in there. They have players on ESO who can kill without doing anything. I know, dude. That's why I can't go back. I can't. It's BS. And it's all PvE garbage. They didn't even put any new I looked at the patch notes. I was like, this is BS, dude. I cannot go back to that garbage. And it's so sad, because I'm like, they come a long way, but they put PvP to the butthole, man. Ugh. I can't do it. I can't. I cannot do it anymore. I cannot do it. You know? It butt hurts me, man. And I see Nolan. I popped in on Nolan's stream, and I was trying to see, like, nobody's been playing either. A lot of content creators besides Fang. Well, I mean, Fang's, you know, streaming on Twitch, but even some of his uploads haven't, like, been popping up on YouTube as frequently. And I just think it's because of the way the last two updates have gone in ESO, to be honest. I mean, what content are you going to throw out there? What builds? Right? I mean, I'm glad he broke out the Stamsork again. I was happy to see that come back. So, and then I hear, you know, Stamplar's not doing as hot. Mage Blade's even suffering worse. That was sad for me, because that was my shit. You know, was Mage Blade. So, yeah. What can you do? But I think a lot of players should come over. I think they'll find this to be a lot easier. Well, not easier, but a lot more rewarding, you know, to actually have a game that's focused on PvP, not the PvE, and putting the PvP on the back burner. You know, I think the community is way toxic. I think they're a bunch of little punks. You know, they talk, but they can't even calculate, man. They can't do it. It's just like, look, dudes, I'm rolling trash gear. I don't even have a vessel. Right? My discs are white. Like, I'm running trash, and I'm still doing okay, you know, farming and shit. You know, I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. You know, don't tell me how to play. I've been doing this, but since when you were still in a cradle. You know, I'm mid 40s. Like, I've been doing this a long time, man. A long time. I know Matt and those guys. I remember when I was testing Warhammer for them. You know? Like, seriously, let's get a grip. Let's get a grip. Am I the best? No. Never have been, never claimed to be. I get my ranks. I never give a damn about KDR. I just care about placing. Why? Because I always want my rewards. I never even cared about being number one. If I got number one, being a GM, and WoW you had to though. And, you know, it was a race in World of Warcraft when Vanilla WoW came out. When Vanilla WoW was out, you raced. There could only be one GM a week, Grand Marshal, and or Warlord. And I was racing Alliance's GM, Grand Marshal, and you're racing against thousands on the server, you know. And given there's only one and there's only 52 weeks a year, you know. But I got that bitch. You know, I did it. And I used the class that everybody said would never rank. That'll never rank. Are you serious? I've heard it time and time again. over and over and over and over. Every game has these players. Every goddamn game has them. This is what I tell people. Death to the meta. They don't know math. Oh, wait a minute. Bye. Why was you standing there? Oh, my skull. Give me that. I can't see. We'll loss him out. Oh, man. Something really hitting me. Ranger. Yeah, I couldn't see nothing. Got to be careful about those Rangers, man. Hold on. Let me... Okay, wait, combat log. Okay. It's 54. Yeah. Supreme elemental heal. What happened to me? Hold on. Burn. No. That's a confessor. That was a confessor. Confessors are really good. Squishy, but they deal a ton of damage. Yeah, no, I noticed. Yeah, I had to check the combat log. Fireballs instead of arrows. No, it's definitely. By the way, welcome guys. Welcome to my channel. I'm glad you guys ported over. Yeah, it was definitely Confessor. I don't know why that one, the wood elf was standing there. I was like, why are you just standing there, man? You shouldn't do that. Confessors are really good. So, I mean, one of the things that like you could possibly do on something like this is take a rune shield. Rune shield would actually kind of help absorb some of that. You got to be careful for the sins stack on the confessors. That's a really big thing. So one of the biggest things, if Unreal, if you go with your typical stuff, make sure you you know, get the fire resistance up. There's different ways to get fire resistance in this game. Like I don't have any fire resistance on me currently. Like I said, I'm running trash, but you definitely want to, you know, try to get certain resistance up and take advantage of some of those. The biggest thing I wonder how you're going to build around your dot system like you typically do. So there's ways to do it in this game. I just haven't played around with everything as of yet. You guys aren't stream stalking now, are you? God, I hope. Dude, if I got stream stalked, that would be awesome, wouldn't it? My first little crybaby, like, stream stalkers running up Top Gear and coming in on me, being like, I'm going to kill him because he sucks. With, like legendary, like, setups. Running a... God, you got to love it. God, I would die. I would literally die laughing at these scrubs because that's pathetic. I've always said, you know what's pathetic is like stream stalking because you know where they're at. They don't know. They don't anticipate you. Whatever. This game's going to be brutal for a lot of players, though. The reality is this is a PvP game, so you have to be prepared for the unexpected. And it's just the name of the game. That is what this is. SWG was notorious for that. I remember back in SWG, I had just got my speeder from doing my vet. So I had my vet speeder. And I'm cruising along, showing it off. And here comes this sniper, blows my speeder up. And back then, they could do a mine shot. And, I mean, I gave them a fight. But, you know, with that range, it's hard to get on top of them. And one of the biggest things about this game, I will give you a forewarning. The gap closers are kind of not accurate. So that's why Knight's Chain's kind of a nice element, you know, to pulls. It's a very consistent pull. But the gap closing in this game could be better. I will say that. I will say the gap closers need a little work to it. ESO got nothing. Trolls! Welcome, trolls. ESO ain't got nothing on you. Have you played ESO? Have you played ESO? Have you played ESO? You wouldn't survive ESO. You think this game is something? The ESO's toxic. It's crap. It is. You don't understand. You don't understand the toxicity of ESO. You guys have a nice game here. We're trying to get people out of ESO on here. And you're going to be a little bitch? If you've never played ESO, shut up. ESO's toxic. It's toxic. You got to understand that. That's why gamers, PvPers want to leave ESO. I'm trying to get them over here, but you're being troll bitches. You're trolls. You understand that, right? You understand you're being a bitch? A little elitist bitch? Do you understand that? See, ESO players are having to deal with toxic mechanics they can't avoid. They can't. There's no skill left in ESO. At one time, there was skill in the PvP. And that's gone. It's being flooded with PvE gear. So they're looking for something like ESO, like Crowfall, where they have custom options to, you know, configure their builds, right, to their playstyle, and get with their friends and enjoy PvP. But you guys are being cookie-cutting elitist bitches. You understand that? Do you get it? No, you don't. No, dude, listen. Rock. I just got here, man, definitely. We're trying to get players who watch my channel to join Crowfall. That's why we're streaming it. It's not about my expertise in the game. My viewers already know I've only been playing a couple of days. They know that. Congratulations for making that apparent. You're a scholar, aren't you? Were you top of the class? Well, we're trying to get them over here. Why? Because when this launches, you want more competition, don't you? Isn't that a good thing? To have more players play the game? Right? I mean, I could stop telling them to buy it. I could give bad reviews. Would you want me to do that? Sorry, your community sucks. Can't wait to wreck you guys. Listen to Unreal, you reading this crap? Oh, God. Can't wait to wreck you guys. You guys are all in the same guild, by the way. We already know. We've had to deal with people like you guys. Yeah. We've been here for years and dealt with all the crap. But we don't know the law of diminishing returns. What's diminishing returns? I swear. It doesn't get old, guys. It doesn't. I deal with it every time, man. Ugh. I remember when I started doing Nightblade healing Unreal and Orin and guys, I swear. Everybody's like, what are you doing? Nightblades aren't healers. And then I'm doing bats. I'm going into trials. What is this? That is so... No! No! You have to be a Templar! Like, no, I don't. And you're still alive. I know it's crazy, right? You know, it's called math. You know, it's the way the game's designed, and I'm not the one that actually did it. So if you have a problem, you should, you know, bitch at the devs, technically. But hey, you know, nice to meet you. So, oh my god. Nightblade healers. You might want to look for a guild for this game. I already have one. So, we're porting people over. Can I join your guild? I don't know. It's not my guild. So. Yeah, I do. Watch. Oh, I did. I'll have to talk to him. I have a guild meeting tonight, so unless they kick me out, which I don't care. Like I said, I'm recruiting. You give me Unreal. I already got Orin. Give me Unreal. Irish is thinking about coming over. Mars. You know. If I get A-Bomb, Unreal, Irish, Despotic, shit, I'll be fine. I have a PC where you would have a symbol above your faction, right? I was. Yeah, you might have kicked me. They're aligned, I think, with you guys. Let's put it that way. Don't worry. I know what faction you are. We'll be picking opposite factions next round. I know who you guys are. You guys are interesting. You know, you guys could be the death of this game. Yeah. Like, what do you mean faction? What the fuck? Like, you know, moon, earth, sun. What are you fucking talking about, you dipshit? You don't even... Oh my god. Not in dregs, right. This, you still, right, not in dregs. But this is faction. This game isn't faction. It doesn't have factions. You sure? How long have you been testing this game? You are the special one, aren't you? No factions? I can't make this up! I've only been here for 3 days. Like maybe a week. It's kind of tutorial. Right, you do have factions. That's my point. It's not me. It's your dude, not mine. It's not me. It's your dude. He's on stream making these comments. He's the one. I'm not. I'm the noob, remember? I'm just saying. I'm just screaming, man. Right. Guild takes points and dregs. That's how you earn points. Right. No, we get it. You know, there's this thing, you know, I don't know. I played Dark Age of Camelot, ESO. Guild Wars 2. I've been in, you know, RVR and Siege games before. I don't know. I'm sure this game's completely different though. I mean, well, I mean, you don't need catapults or trebuchets, right? I mean, that doesn't exist here, right? Or does it? I mean, I'm asking. I'm an asshole. People love to hate me. Just regular thralls. Or, fuck it, I could kill it. Not that I'm going to be crafting anytime soon. No, look at this. Stream, Stalkers. It's some of your favorite people there, Unreal. Rolling legendary gear, you know he's got it. After I use my ulti, he comes in. Boy, dude, I swear. Gotta love these people, man. You can kill me if you want. You're not gonna let me kill you. That would be bad. Don't do that. Yep, bandage up. The guy, he's like, I'm bandaging. You know he's got gear too. While I'm running trash, whatever. Dude, you can kill me. I told you could kill me. Go ahead. Dude, you gotta kill me. Come on. You gonna do it or not? My first stream stuff. I'm so privileged. Why don't you open up your gear? I got like trash, but whatever. I find them humorous. Nah, you're bugged. Oh, I was bugged. Quick, dude, switch to Sun faction so you don't get killed. No, why would I do that? It's all good, man. Thank you guys for coming over. Thank you. Oh, by the way, I hope you guys come over more. I get paid the more you guys view me. You know that, right? It's all good. You know, I like it because I think there are good community members here, but then I just think there's people who troll. You know, whatever. I look forward to it. I do. You know, but you guys got to stop to an extent. It's not just about me. You can troll me, but think about the new players, man. Have consideration for new people coming in. Smack talk is normal. You know, like if you want to grieve people, you want to stream stock, go ahead. But here's the deal. Do you guys want this game to succeed or fail? Because my background's business. So let me tell you a secret. If people don't buy it or play it, it fails. And then the game you enjoyed for the last couple years goes out the window. And I've seen that multiple times. Stargate Worlds, I really wanted to see it happen. I was one of the testers for that game and wasn't going to happen. You know, I've seen so many games just come and go, you know, before it would even get close to launch. I've even seen games come right out the gate at launch and then fail. And why? Because, to be honest with you, the community, you know, And that's a reality. You guys can be your own worst enemy. I don't care if it's me. I don't care. I'm old. You know? I'm older than most of you. So, the thing about it is, though, do you guys want to be toxic? Killing a player is fine. But trolling him? Trolling him or her? Bullying? You guys are bullies? That's what you are. That's what you are. And you should think about that. Axe toxic. I'm a smack talker. I'm sorry. I post a build on the forums and you guys start trolling. Who started trolling? I just don't back down. You got to understand a person like me. I weigh 240 something pounds and I'm not even fat. I'm triple disciplined in martial arts and I was an amateur fighter and I fought in state. What do you guys think I think of bullies? What do you think I think of bullies? I don't. I don't like bullies. I don't. And that's what you are. You're bullies. And you know what I tell people? Like, they can't pick on somebody their own size most of the time. So, like, if I get my dudes in ESO here, we get even numbers, we'll show you. Yeah, I think you need it. You know? Sometimes people need to be put in check. And then sometimes just not, even if they win, they come to this realization that it wasn't, the bragging wasn't even worth it. It wasn't. It's good to get hyped. It's good to do a little smack talk. It's good to be competitive, right? That feeds a PvP. It's a necessary. It's the confrontation is part of the fuel behind PvP. In any game, right? You've got to feed something to the PvP. But what you guys do are ganging up on anybody who opposes you or the way you play the game. Is that acceptable? Is that how you want this game to be known as? Do you want this game to be that? I'm asking you. What do you want for this game? Do you want a little bit of smack talk and a little PvP and, for the game to be successful? Or do you want to push everybody away? Because I'm trying to bring the players. Yes, smack talking's fine. No, dude, your build really is bad. Oh, what sandbox? Dude, I agree with you, Bear. Blaming me for my failure? What? Dude, did you watch this video? You didn't, did you? I can tell you didn't. You should rewind it. Boy, you guys are special. Because in this build video of this, I said I would never take this dude on a 1v1 solo PvP. I'd use it for farming every day. And if I was in a group with maybe 2 healers, this build would work in certain scenarios. It could wreck groups based on the formation. That's what I said in that video. You can actually play it. It's there. The last build, I said it was a support role. What? And then you guys bring a fully decked, confessor. You brought a confessor to what? To do what? Show how garbage I was? Post it? To show that you guys really are stream stalking bullies? Okay. You guys are proving my point. That's all. You just proved my point, not yours. Vessel. Dude, I don't even have a vessel. I have none. I don't know. Dude, you guys are stream stalking. Are you stream stalking? Yes. Why? Why? I'll let you answer. You're proving my point right here in this video. You are the proven point. How many are you in my chat? You all in the same guild? Yes. Are you all here ganging up on a person? Yes. Are you stream stalking a person? Yes. Are you proving my point? Absolutely. Oh, shut up. Right, whatever. Look at all of you. It's not me, man. Dude, seriously, come on. You know there's actually, like, you know, whatever. I'm not dumb. Neither are my viewers. They're aware of the chat. They're aware of the circumstances. No one's going to say it's coincidental. When the person knew where I was coming from. Come on, man. Get a grip. I think it's hilarious. You guys are proving my point every step of the way. Even with your conversations. Jesus, unreal. What do you think, dude? You should definitely... You're probably like... I could imagine. Unreal's like, okay. Let's see it. You guys should check out my dude A-Bomb, though. A-Bomb, he used to come in and fuck with me. You gotta trust me. You guys have nothing on some of the dudes I play with. You guys are actually more pathetic. Because they'd actually admit it. Be like, I'm coming in here. They'd actually talk shit in chat as I'm streaming. I'm queuing up. Hit that button, Mystic. I'm coming into that battleground. And I'm going to take your head off. Like, wow, dude, seriously, okay. He would let the objectives go. I'm like, you know your team's losing? I don't give a fuck. You just got beat by a dude with no gear. Absolutely. Dude, and he had to hide an advantage when I was actually on top. But like I said, if you watch this build video, I specified. You're fine. I had this build video out 3 days ago. Your point. Your point. Waiting. Dude, you're proving. Oh, the stream just is the exact thing that you guys are proving. That's all. And what, do you guys think you're gonna chase me away? Is that what you're trying to do? I think it's hilarious. People are like, you are bitches in life. You know, I would never pick on anybody. I never stream stalk people. I try to pay respect. I trash talk. But, and I like competition. I love competition. One of the main reasons why I liked being a martial artist was I was very competitive, you know, growing up. So I enjoyed being competitive. I didn't necessarily like the violence. I mean, I think when I was younger, yeah, I needed to work out some aggression. But as you get older, you're kind of like, you know what? I don't like waking, like getting out of it, soaking in a hot tub, being all beat up, and then, you know, knowing that somebody else is in the same situation. Just after a while, you're just like, you know what? I'm good. You know, people just need to be like, walk away from scenarios or just let people talk. Most of the time, that's what people do. I'm brain dead? I doubt it. I doubt it. You do realize hope hopping in, basically repeating in, I'm smarter. No, I never said I'm smarter. I have never said I'm smarter. I said I've been doing this. Like, my background is economics. So I check my math. I do the law, I pay attention to the laws of indifferent values and diminishing returns. Okay? That's my background. So diminishing returns affects math. It's just it is what it is. And any percentage based math has to, sooner or later, is going to be subjected to the law of diminishing marginal return. Okay, you can look that up. The way to count or to offset the effect is called indifferent values. Okay, that's math. I don't make these laws up. That is what it is. Okay, that's it. I have to keep having this conversation with previous colleagues about, when it came to, what I used to do is evaluate equity. So you can't get around it. There's no getting around it. So, but, it is what it is. It's not about, I think everybody in life has something to contribute. I'm not good at mechanics. Would I fix my car? Oh, no. Oh, no. Not me. I'll trust the professional. I'll trust somebody who knows about vehicles. When it comes to understanding MMO basic percentage math, that doesn't change in any game. The coding is all C++ coding. It all follows the same laws. No matter how different you design the game, it has to fall within the laws of the math. And that is the facts. No, nobody changes that. Nobody. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yo, we in the Matrix now, boys. I'm not here for an economics lesson. No, you're here to troll. You're here to play bully. You're here to be a bitch. I see. I thought I'd have to experience a game and see how the stat cap should anchor. But it seems I'm wrong. I should assume where the diminishing returns are. No, okay. No, Corpy. No. Okay. The higher the value of anything based on the allocation will relinquish a diminishing effect, meaning it takes you more to obtain. All right? So that's the law of diminishing marginal return. Now, basically, it's in this essence. Let's say you want to go with crit damage, right? Would it actually benefit you to, if you could go, let's say 200% crit damage, would it benefit you to go 200% crit damage? No. Why? Because the law of diminishing marginal return. Because crit has to do what? Derive from something, right? And that would be considered what? We'll quiz ya. There's no DRs in CJ. There is no diminishing return. There is none. There's no diminishing return? You sure? You're saying this has a percentage-based math, and it does not adhere to the law of diminishing return. You sure? I think you're smoking. It's not that. It isn't that. You're not getting what I'm saying. No. You're not. I imagine my viewers are probably going to be busting a nut when they rewatch this. Like, they don't know what the diminishing values are. They've been testing this for long, and no one checked out the diminishing value. Obviously, no. Now I'm going to be busy doing that. Oh, God. Ugh. I don't like it. That's some tedious bullshit I got to do. Oh, sucking crap. Every percentage game has a diminishing value. It's a mathematical law. Okay? You're not getting around mathematical laws. That's like taking physics out of reality. Okay? This game is coded. And that's math. Jeez. 100 has 1 smaller than plus 1 plus 1. This is true, but it is better to have 200 attack on DPS than 100 AT and then 100 spirit on percentage. Right. But the thing about it is there is a diminishing value. That's what I'm saying. Okay? You're not getting around a diminishing value if it's percentage-based math. Unless the only way you avoid the law of diminishing marginal return is if it's a flat-based number where no allocation of numbers are put in towards the percentage modifier. That's the only way. But you don't. You have percentage modifier. So there is a diminishing return. What about the flat values of attack power and support power? Right. That is what? You made a good point there. Right? You're on it. Those are what? Base modifiers. Right? In any game, if a linear, there is a base modifier. And then where does your percentage derive from that? From your base modifiers. Right. Dude, too old. Another MMO in Mystics versus the community. Right? Dude, too old. These guys are arguing with me about diminishing returns. Oh, God. Streams, this is the whole guild, dude. This is an entire fucking guild. Dude, I never, how many times do I got to do this, too old? How many times? Can you show an example? Yeah, go look at my ESO builds. I go over diminishing returns every day of the week. I go over diminishing returns in every goddamn game. Now I have to test it in here because you guys didn't do it. Why didn't you do that? Why doesn't anybody, they talk math, like they know math, but don't equate the diminishing value? What the fuck? I'm always left with that bullshit. Yeah, the guild leader's like, oh, the officers voted to kick you out and I said, no, it's fine. You're spineless. You're a coward, but it's fine. Because you could even do it face to face or even on whatever. Should be a simple example. Okay. And typically it is. Once you have... Okay. You have to calculate the base modifier to the allocation system. So it isn't really that hard. You just have to go ahead, and it's a little meticulous unless you have to unless you're one of the devs and you know the value. Okay, so there is a set value, right, that the devs are aware of their marginal return. That's kind of like the old champion system in ESO. Okay, it was based on 100, max of 100. So the diminishing value started at 75 to 50, then to 25, and then it was increments of fives, right? So then we have a diminishing, we can calculate the diminishing marginal return based on allocation, right? Sometimes it is that simple. Then sometimes you can have, something as obscure as a 1.5 or a 2.5 modifier. But you usually have to go in and look at it. And then why you do, because you don't want to exceed that, then what do? You increase the base value. Because that's where critical value derives from, or base values. Critical values will derive from a base, but you don't want to increase the base value too high, because then you lose in the critical percentage. But I'm sure you guys know this. You guys have been testing it for years, right? I mean, you guys know it. You don't need somebody like me. I'm a loser. Go figure it out. Have fun. $200 base attack with 200 base crit best. I mean, you didn't actually say anything. You just repeat agent. I just said I'd have to go in and test the modifiers here and the values to figure out the percentage of diminishing the diminishing rate in this game. It's not hard. You just have to do it. You have to go in the test, and unless you have the numbers up magically on your screen, you literally have to go point by increments, and then you write down those values, what you're getting, and then you go ahead and add your see what you're getting at. You adjust those values to try to find out what the diminishing rate. Okay, it's the only thing you have to do. I've gone over this in countless games, how to calculate diminishing values. And if you guys haven't figured that out, I don't know what to tell you. Are you in... Man, this is the guy who said there was no factions in this game. Never mind. Anyways, I gotta go. I have to pick up my other daughter. You guys were special. Really special. Wow. Unreal, hit me up, dude. Old. If you come on, man, let me know. Yeah. These guys. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. Look, and here's an idea. Google it. Yeah, that's an idea too. Or you can even ask the devs. What's the rate of, what's the rate of diminishing value? What's your diminishing value rate? Just ask them. Maybe they'll give it to you. They could. They could just put it out there. But yeah, you ain't getting around mathematical law. Nobody's doing that shit. I promise you. What's diminishing returns? There's no such thing. It's a myth. It's a myth. It's a myth. We all have math figured out in this game. Okay, so what's the rate of the what's the diminishing rate? You're telling me there is no diminishing return. That's what you're telling me. You have the math figured out, and you're telling me in a percentage-based game there's no diminishing return. Okay. Okay. What is the diminishing rate? You just said you had the math figured out. So what's the diminishing rate? Don't know what you're asking me to prove. That's my point. Okay? You don't know what I'm asking you. Values are linear to a cap. That's... Wow. Okay. What is this right here? That looks like a percentage. What's this right here? What are those values called? Percentage. Okay. In any percentage math, you have diminishing marginal return. That's mathematical law. That's not debatable. And if you guys don't know how to calculate the rate of diminishing value, I don't know what to tell you. Ask the devs. Google it. Okay? There's no math that gets around that's percentage valued. There's just none. There is none. The only way you offset it is in different values. In a game with competitive devs, you have diminishing returns. Competent devs, you... Yes, thank you. Yes. High percentage of bad values are not going to give you what you're looking for. No, you're not getting what I'm saying. AP and SP give more return than final damage or final heal modification. Right. But what I'm trying to say is once you exceed a point, the diminishing value, based on your gear, right, and the percentage that you're trying to reach, like let's say you're right, there's a cap, right? Let's say 200% is cap, right? Let's say 200% is a cap value, right? At some point between 0 to 200, there, because it's percentage based, there is literally a diminishing value to where the points allocated do not benefit as much as trying to build into another stat because of the base modifier. What I mean is that this game isn't run but competent devs, hence why you only have stat caps instead of diminishing returns. But what I'm trying to... I see what you're saying, Corpy. But you still can't get around it. Even if you have a cap, if you have percentage math, you still adhere to the mathematical law. You cannot get past that. Nobody does. Nobody does. You can cap it at 100 and there's going to be a diminishing value. Why? Because you have a base modifier that derives somewhere because of the allocation. Right? You're putting the points, you're distributing points towards the percentage value. Right? That percentage value is equivalent, is derived from a base modifier. Crit just doesn't happen. Crit damage just doesn't appear. It just doesn't magically, like, I have a 100% crit damage and damage just magically appears. No, there has to be somewhere where the damage comes from. So that's a base modifier. So the more you increase the critical percentage, right? And the base modifier isn't allocated to that because you're distributing these points, the law of diminishing return takes hold. That is the way it works. Yeah, I gotta go. Anyways, man, thank y'all for stopping in. Here's a 245. Oh yeah. Well, I'm a black belt, but you know I'm also disciplined in 2 other martial arts. But I don't compete anymore. It's been a couple years. But what I'm saying, I felt like you grow. You kind of like, you know, it's so dumb, man. Like when you look back as a kid, like I was quick to just, I didn't care when I was young. I just didn't. Because I see the people get picked on, man. You know, you see those little kids getting picked on in school, right? And nobody picked on me much. You know, I was kind of quiet. But it really bothered me, man. It bothered me seeing people getting picked on. So, yeah, I stepped in a couple of times growing up. And, of course, I was very athletic growing up due to my family. And then I just got in, because of my competitive nature, I, you know, got into that. And then I was like, why am I doing this, man? Like, why am I here? You know? I'm a bully. Dude, I post a build and I get trolled. I defend myself. I'm not bullying you. I'm not stream stalking you. You all were here. How many of you are up against me? You're putting my back against the wall and I'm the bully? I'm not pursuing you guys. I'm not on your pages talking shit about your builds or your posts. And you're going to call me the bully? Bullshit. You all being here is proof that you are the bullies and you are bitches. He is pretty much saying to make a build, you need to find the sweet spot. Your stats. Right. Thank you, Too Old. It takes somebody who understands math and taxes. To try to simplify it for these people. There's a sweet spot. Right. You get more bang for your buck. We're bored. Great. Great. Guys, Mystic is a cool narcissist. Thank you, and I am. Have I ever denied that? Have I ever denied it, though? No, I have not. I have never denied it. I have always owned up to it. I'm so far from reaching. It doesn't matter what you say, dude. Like, Too Old will tell you. He's proven diminishing. He works with numbers. Too Old, that's what he does for a living. We've talked numbers. Me and Too Old have talked numbers tons. No. You know, Taekwondo, I'm black belt in Taekwondo. I'm disciplined in Muay Thai and kickboxing. So, my point of it is this. I know what a bully is. And I know sometimes you have to step in, and other times you just walk the fuck away. TKD is useless. Yeah, to an extent. To an extent. I'm from the area, okay. I'm from an area where we have pros in MMA. I'm not going to drop names, but we're fine. You know, we're fine. This was the time to walk away. Why? Why? Because you guys are bullies? Muay Thai has better kicks. Well, yeah. I mean, I think there's pros and cons to everything. Muay Thai, clinch. I like Muay Thai due to the clinch. It's closer quarters. You know, if you're not, fight with inside the clinch and that, then yeah. You know, you're going to you got to be a little bit more, you got to take a beating in that training, though. That training is part of a beating. You don't train in Muay Thai and think that, it's not like Taekwondo where you don't have to spar. But in Muay Thai, you are going to spar. I mean, in Taekwondo, they encourage you to spar, but, I like Taekwondo. I used to do, display kicks and stuff like that, like 360s and, whirlwinds and all that when I was younger. But it's just different. Anyways, I gotta go, man. No, I'm not too big. I mean, I'm big, but I'm not like some whatever. I'm just not fat, I'm just this big dude. Like, everybody kind of sees me and like, But I'm pretty pacifist. I talk, but most of the time I just think most people can rectify problems without confrontation. Nobody is commenting on you. Got to do it all over. 5 hits and then it falls off. So, but you guys are here. That's all I'm saying. Why not mention the bully part instead of giving us backstory? Well, I'm just saying, like, I think you have to understand every individual why they don't like, why they have to interfere. Like, what you guys are doing is what I've seen, you know, these people go through. It's fine. I tell people, pick on me. Pick on me. Go ahead. Make me your target. You just prove a point. You guys just prove that point, man. That you guys will take anybody who doesn't align with your way, who doesn't agree with you, and pick on and jump on them. That's what you do. That's why you're here. Well, I can guarantee you, ask yourselves, who told you guys to come over onto the stream? One person did. Somebody did. Somebody did. And you know why? Because he couldn't do it by himself. And then you guys all wanted to join in. And then because I defend myself, it's just even more tantalizing, right? Because you would rather force somebody to see it your way and do whatever it takes, because heaven forbid that somebody does it different. Nobody's allowed to be different, right? Nobody's allowed to do that. Not in your world. Not in your game. No. Like I said, you guys are bullies. I appreciate people that are different. I appreciate people who want to, you know, be conformist and, you know, want to fit in if they want to fit in. But for the people who don't want to fit in, I appreciate that. No, I give them credit. But I don't like to see them being picked on either. You know? And that's what my biggest fear for this community is, seeing you guys. That you're so toxic that if anybody tries to do anything or tries to promote anything, instead of encouraging somebody to learn or to be different, you would rather smack them down and push them out the door. Boy, that's a good reflection, man. Boy, you guys are real, you know, pillars of community. And especially, you guys are amazing. Yeah, I gotta go. Anyways, man. Peace out. Once again, guys. Dude, Unreal, get a hold of me. Mystics MMOs. Have a nice day.